Okay, beautiful people. I tried to do several different things at once and nothing was working. I have been trying to post stuff for this live. And of course, I haven't had a chance to put my makeup on. So you are getting fresh face, fully burnt, fully burnt makeup artist today because I sit here for another 15 minutes to put my makeup on, um, but I don't care. Actually, when people say I don't care, I do care, but there's nothing I could do about it. I can't. I have to. There's so much I have to do. I have to go to work tomorrow too. So I wanted to come on and say hi. It's makeup artist DeShawn Hatcher, and yes, I have no makeup on. And yo, people, listen, listen. I was working on a film. I haven't done a film in a while, and I was very excited to do this film. And I love my little film. It's not my film, but I love my little film. I wish I could tell you more about it, but I signed a little secrecy. But I figured, you know what? I don't see a lot of people talking about what they bring on set with them. How do they survive the wiles? Um, if you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, you'll see that I was out in, not the wilderness. Let's not get crazy, but I was out. Yeah, I was out in the wilderness, really. And I think about it. Some days it was in the wilderness. Um, so anyway, oh, I see things are jumping. Layden, hi, Layden. Maria Jones, hi, Maria Jones. Hi, DeShawn. Hi, everyone. It's due time. You can tell us more. No, I will in due time. I can't wait. It's beautiful. It's a short story. It's a beautiful short story. Um, yeah, but I'm not really clear on exactly what I can explain. I'm not really clear. So that's why I'm shutting my trap. Okay. So I wanted to kind of go over some stuff, survival things. What's that show? What's that show where people, oh, like Survivor, something like that. It wasn't bad, but I think that, we all can use these. I use these things that I'm going to show you guys, without being outside. But it does, all of this stuff comes in handy. The other reason why I have no makeup on is because in this chair, there's a chair right here. You guys can't see it. It's normally my makeup kit, but I had to throw it out of this chair so I could put all my little fillers in for you. So I know a lot of times people talk about setbacks. So I'm going to see if I can lift up. This is my setback. This is one of my setbacks. I have a lot. I have too many setbacks. But this is one. And so the reason why I love the setback so much is, honest to God, it's not a setback. This setback was actually, y'all can see, it's an actual bag that, oh my God, I can't remember the name of the store. It was a store. Let me see if it's in here. Can I tell you? It was a store. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's not in here anymore. It was a store. Come back, come way back. It was a store. I don't know if it was H&M. It was a store that sold, come back with me, I told you, Sarah Jessica Parker's line, Bitten. Do you remember that at all? She had a whole clothing line and accessory line, and it was in a particular store. Now, I can't remember if the store went belly up or the line went belly. I can't remember what happened with this line, but this was just a bag in her line. And it looks so much like a set bag to me. I bought it, and I have, does anybody know this? Stephen Barry. Oh my God! Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Who said that? I can't say that. BBY Noah. Thank you. Yes, Stephen Barry. So yeah, I was not going to get that right at all. So yes. So it was in Stephen Barry, and I swear to God, it looks like a set bag. So I picked it up, and I have been using it ever since. And y'all gonna see things. Wait, hold on, let me put this down. Stay. So it's a set, to me, it was a set bag. As soon as I saw it, Hold up, maybe this here. As soon as I saw it, I was like, yo, this is a cute set bag. And because I don't like to be like everybody else. So that's empty. So that's empty. And it has all these pockets. And it's a great little bag. I've had, you know, Steve and Barry, honey, you know how long I had this biatch, right? And it's just a big hole in the middle. And I love the fact that, I mean, it's a cloth bag. So every now, what you'll see is this, because I was working, what you'll see is you can get to go in here and pull, this pulls out and you get to clean it. And then it has a nice pocket inside. So when you guys see bag, and then it has a zipper component in here. That's a zipper component. So when you guys see bags, just because it's not sold in a freaking beauty store or something, it doesn't mean it can't be a set bag, okay? Any bag can be a set bag. So I don't want you to think, I'll show you a traditional set bag in 2 seconds. I just have so much stuff piled here to do a show and a tell. Hold up. Hopefully I won't knock something over. Hold up. Let me show you guys. So, wait a minute. This would be, hold up, don't drop anything because I might, there we go. This would be considered what we call a set bag, right? Do you see that? But as you can see, there's no difference between the two. One is clear, one is a black cloth, but they do the same damn thing. And so, like I said, when I picked this up, and the beauty of this little bag is so cute, is that the individual pockets, these little pockets have zippers. I don't know if you guys can see, they have zippers. So when I have something in there that I don't want to fall out, I zip it closed and it's protected. It's a really great bag. I don't remember how long. Oh God, I love you, Nova. Nova's around 2006, 2009-ish. I love you for that. I was like, I don't remember the year, but I love you. Thank you so much. Yes. So I've had this for, as you can see, very long time. I've used it forever. And I normally use this bag, honestly, when I have like one person. So if I'm doing like a red carpet, something, you'll see DeShawn carrying around this bag, right? But then within this bag, I have another little set bag. I love things that are like set bags. So then what will happen is, now this we know, but you look for a bag like this, okay? And it's very comfortable and you can wipe it down. You can clean it with Cinema Secrets. I clean it with Cinema Secrets too. So you guys know, I wipe this thing and you see how old this is because of, is it BBY Nova? Okay, came with the information. So you see how old it is and it's still holding up. I don't throw it in the wash though, because I have a feeling that inside is probably some type of cardboard. And that's in my mind because it was so cheap. It was like 12, 13 bucks, something like that when I got it. So the second cutest little set bag, I love this little set bag. She makes me happy and she's orange and orange is my favorite color. It's this little set bag. Whee! I love this little set bag. So this little set bag, this is the set bag. This set bag goes in here when I'm working to keep me. So when you have bags that, you know, just has nothing in the middle, you know how they had those little purse, you know, for the purses, they had those little compartments that you put it in. Well, I found this on Amazon and it's this little bag and it's just like a mini set bag. See that? And then I throw that in the middle to keep me more organized, because I've noticed that when I have these big bags, even the big plastic one, this one here, hold up, this one here, the stuff just falls into the middle and it makes me want to curse like a sailor. And sometimes I do. And so I tend to take this little orange bag to start compartmentalizing the stuff that I need. So when it's one person, most of their stuff normally fits in here. And then the perimeter stuff that I need, sometimes I'll have, you'll see me walking down the hall in one of these press junket things. You'll see DeShawn has her, you'll see stuff like this stuff, maybe even out like over here. So I'll have my orange bag inside and I'll put my brushes on the outside and anything extra that I need, little extra hair clamps or something that I might need goes on the outside. But on the inside, I can see, and the reason why I like it is because it's orange, is because I can really see it on the inside. Sometimes when we do black and then we get more black and then we put black in here, it's harder to see. So that's the reason why I really love this. And then within this cutie patootie, I told you I have to make step back. So within this little bag, there are, let me see if I can show you. Here we go. So within this, there are compartments in here. So there's a compartment on the side here. Then there's the inside. Then you flip it. There's a compartment over here. Then you have all of these, right? So it's a really cute bag. I think this bag was like, I'll find it and I'll put it up on the board. I'll put it up on the board for you guys with an affiliate code. I will use my affiliate codes because I don't really use them. And Amazon is threatening to throw me off because I don't use them. I don't use affiliate codes. So yeah, so this is the thing. And then as you can see within here, these are all compartments. As you can see, she loves her gum, right? And then what do I like to do? Oh, I already did it. So then on this side, you see a small palette, a medium size to small palette can fit in here in all of these. And then tubes can fit in here. So it all kind of, it's a cute little bag. I'm very happy. Hand sanitizer can fit anything that you need to grab quickly, normally fits here. So I do things like that. Honey, I was running out the door because it was cut. That's a wrap. I was out. Okay. So here we go. So all of this stuff right here. This is lotion, hand sanitizer. This is that new stuff called Carp or Carpe, and it's supposed to control sweat. Yeah, it doesn't do that. If you have, let's talk about Carp for a minute. This is not an infomercial, trust and believe. But I wonder if it'll knock the shine down on my forehead. That's what I'm wondering. That's what I was using it for yesterday because I was like, it's not really working. I'm a sweater. I sweat. And I wonder if it's going to take the shine off my head. Did it do anything? Let's see. Let it dry. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I was using it on men to cut down. Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, I guess it is. It's cutting back a little bit of the shine. The guys weren't that shiny. Even my forehead was much shinier, and they were white. So white people don't show up as much, or they have to sweat profusely really in order for you to really kind of see it. Sometimes it's like a glisten. Sometimes it doesn't, you can't really see it at all until you like really peer into like a monitor and you go, is that sweat? But on a Black person, you see it quickly because, it's just, it is what it is. We show up sweat. So I think you see it kind of dulled down. And what happens is it gives it's a matte finish. But for somebody, listen, we were outside for days and days and days. And if it's really, really hot and you're the kind of person, you have a client that really, really sweats, this GI ain't working. Just not working. I'm sorry. So, but if you have a client that has a little, you know how some clients have a little, like they get little sweat beads here, they get a little sweaty upper lip. This will be decent for you to maybe try and control that, but it's certainly not for somebody who sweats. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not sure if I would say add this or not. I bought it, honestly. I bought it for myself because I sweat. And when I got on set and I put it on in the morning, because it wasn't hot, I could feel the need to sweat, but I could tell it wasn't happening. But honey, that sun hit me. It was like, wow. So it didn't matter. Okay. So that's one. So yeah, so that's my setback. I mean, I have more setbacks, but they're all very much the same. They look like this. And you can also get setbags in the hardware store. Those are what the men carry around for tools. So if you want, you want to be a little different, get yourself a toolkit bag that somewhat looks like this. Just check the weight. The reason why I really like this is because this is super light. And sturdy. And as you can tell, I've had it since 2006, 2009. I'm not sure but I've had it for a long time, and she is still here. She is still black, as they say. Look, I mean, I'm amazed by her. Thank you, Sarah Jessica Parker, for my bag. Okay. The other thing that you need to, and I'm going to put this bag down. Oh, and the other thing that works really well are you should invest in these butterfly clamps. Hold up. Okay. You should have a couple of these because it helps clamp clothes. Like sometimes when we're the only people on set and there's no real wardrobe and they say, can you fix that for me? Then you get clamps like these and you can clamp the clothes tight. You can clamp things. You can put these in people's hair. There's a lot of different weird things you can use with these things. So if you can see, you'll see probably a couple of more just hanging around. I mean, they had a wardrobe person and everything, but I tend not to take these clamps out of my bag. And obviously hair clamps, and I have hair clamps all over the place. So that's my bitten bag. Okay. Now, even though it was summertime, right, I had to wear boots. Now, your girl only got a couple pair of boots, and they're all winter boots, but I didn't care. Boots are important. If you're going to be outside, you got to wear boots. You can't think you're going to be cute and wear open-toe shoes. That's really not allowed. This was a SAG-approved movie, so you really are not allowed to like walk around and do whatever the hell you want. This, you have to wear boots. It's a must. I was on a horse farm for some of this. You have to wear boots. Trust and believe me when I tell you, if you don't have boots, you're screwed. Make sure, your boots are waterproof. These are waterproof. I don't remember where I got them from. I bought these maybe 6 years ago. I have never worn, I think I wore them once for the snow. These are waterproof little boots. Okay. Please, 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 please make sure you have waterproof boots. And boots that have a give, by the way, because you will be standing in them all day. It's not something, I don't want you to get those like boots that don't have a give, because it's almost like standing on the floor, and you're standing on the floor for hours and hours at a time. Remember, film is different from fashion. And film could be 12-hour days where for most of it, for 10 hours of your day, you're standing. You could be standing. I was standing in water. I was standing in mud. I was standing in, I don't know, horse. I don't know, child. I was standing in stuff. Okay. And so these really held up really well. I can't remember where I got them from, but they're cute, but you can get them shoes just like this. Okay. Great bottoms. See how dirty they are? Great bottoms. But please realize you have to have boots. You cannot go to a set without boots, okay? I'm just going to pick stuff up. The other thing, the other lifesaver for me was these fans. I have several of these fans, okay? They are chargeable fans. Do you see that? You plug it in, you charge it in, and you turn it on. This one in particular is if you turn on to the lowest one, it will oh my God, I left it on one day to see how long it would just blow. And if you leave it on the low charge, oh, it's upside down. If you leave it on the low charge, you can blow, the fan could be worked for about 2 days. I left it on the entire, I walked out, left it, came back in, it was still blowing. So for 2 days, this fan was on. That tells you how long the charge is, okay? So I have this fan. So you must have this fan. And you can be like, DeShawn is on crack. And I am. Then I have this fan. So I have 2 of these, no cords, chargeable. And the difference between this and this, oh, don't fall, is that this one, this thing right here, it pops out. It does pop out, I swear. I'm just doing it backwards. It pops out. And then you take this with you and charge. And then you just, I can't do things backwards. I'm not on television. There we go. There we go. And then you pop it back in. Now the difference between this fan and the other fan is in the center right here is a mist. So a mist of water, and somewhere, I haven't done it yet, to be honest, because I don't want to wet people. Here we go. All my fans are upside down. So on the top of here, top of this one, you put water in here. And this is really good for like when you're in like Miami, those kind of areas. Then you put water in here and the mist will come out here. So this comes down and the mist, and it just like, so you get a cool thing, and it goes up really high. Hold up. Well, one side is for the mist and one side is, I don't know if you can hear that. Hear that? So I wish I could really show y'all. It's good. It's something that blows cool air, even though it's hot. And that's all. So, and it's also whisper quiet enough where if I'm on set, I can have this kind of set up far away from me and still blow on me. These two fans have been, I can't even tell you. These two fans have been lifesavers for me. Even like I have to work tomorrow, so I'm going to take these two with me because I might be in a situation where the place I might be standing might not have any air, or you know how they treat us. You know, it's like, yo, get into this closet. So now I have these two bad boys, and they're really good for clients. Like, let's say if you had, like I had these two actors, so they could sit together now instead of me handing out a little fan to people, because I have those two. Instead of handing out an individual fan, I just turn this on, put it across the room, and let it blow on them, and they were very happy. So all of that buying batteries for those little fans and all that stuff is cute. And I have like 8 fans, but I was like, I'm not buying batteries for this particular thing. That ain't gonna happen. So I have my fans, and they're chargeable fans. And I always bring chargers with me to charge them, and I have a charging station with me. I don't think I have it here. Next time I'll show you. But these fans are invaluable, people. You're going to listen, you're going to get yourself one. You're like, ooh, DeShawn, thank you. Because the fans are everything. Hold up, let me put this down. Okay, this doesn't have any batteries in it, but yet again, now listen. You think that black bag was old, right? This is really old. This has to be, if the bag that I purchased from Stephen Barry's was 2006, 2009, then this has to be 2000 and maybe my first or second year, 2002, somewhere around there. Yeah, it had to be before I got that bag. I had these lights. So, but now they have these lights that are chargeable. When I started, these were all battery operated. So these are battery operated lights. So if you need to see a person, you just put the batteries in here and you turn it on. So yeah, I love the chargeable things too, but chargeable things, you know, they kind of don't, sometimes they don't last as long as you want them to. And you're constantly charging on set. Well, this is battery operated. So I think we should always have one battery operated light in our thing that you can, and this is, by the way, you can attach it to a tripod if you wanted to. You could sit it on the desk upside down, and will stay put. You know, all different kinds of things you can do with these battery operated lights, because everybody says, what light do you recommend? I have so many lights. I'm the crackhead lady with a lot of lights. So I have a lot of lights, but these are, this is by Newer. I'm not really biggest fan of Newer, but here you go. It's a Newer light. But my other favorite one, which is actually about, the other one I have is about this size right here. And I think that's called Best Core. And I believe I got that from B&H Photo here in New York City. And they were all like, I don't know, I can't remember, so long ago. I want to say $30. Even, I think I checked it out because somebody on set said, oh, where'd you get that light? And I looked it up, and I really think I spent $30 on it when I first got it years ago. So get yourself a light. I sometimes don't want to be bothered with tripods, so I didn't have a tripod. but it's so light, even though there's no batteries in it. Once the battery's a little heavier, but you can literally get one of those really super cheap. I have several of them, super cheap Amazon tripods that you can put this on, and they're lightweight, those Amazon ones. And you can just, I put it on the table. Sometimes if I have a client, I'll hook it up and put the little tripod on the table and aim it at them. You don't always need the state-of-the-art light when you're working. At least I don't. I just need to be able to see you. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. I use these lights to see, you know. The makeup light I have the makeup light. The makeup light is a great light as well. But it just depends. It just depends on what I'm doing. Do I want to take my makeup light out and put it in a barn? Will it get kicked over by a horse? I don't know. But if it's broken, then it's going to cost me $200 some odd dollars to replace. And if this is broken, it cost me $30. So yeah, my ass is cheap. So there you go. Hi, Lux. Thank you, DeShawn, for your content and tips. Oh, you're so welcome. Guys, I'm speaking on this crap here, but you please ask me questions. It's fine with me. Ask me questions. I'm just starting to put this stuff down. Once I put it down, I can't pick it back up because so it's on the floor. I don't have any other place to put it. Hold up. Let me get this. So these fans, I'll list a lot of this stuff for you guys. I don't think this fan is available anymore for some reason. I don't know why. Honestly, listen, even in my garden, I don't think I've ever shown you guys a picture of my garden, but even in the garden, when it's 100 and some odd degrees outside, I'm sitting my happy ass outside, okay? Miss Bougie, right? And her fans are in her garden with her, and I'm sitting like this, with my little sippy cup, and I'm just happy. Hello. So you can use these for a lot of things. Hold up. And if you drop it, it won't break. Okay, what else do I have in my magic bag? Oh, my friend bought me one of these. Actually, she brought me two because she knows I am a sweat tour. And it's one of those, you soak this in cold water, right? And you go like that and just wrap it around your neck. And it does cool you down. It is amazing. You can put it in your hair. You can wrap it and put it in your hair. It's something that cools you down. She got me two, actually. So on set the first day, I had my fans, but I was kind of pulled away from my fans. I had to go to set to another area, and I was like, oh, crap, I don't have my fan. But then I took this and stuck it into the ice bucket for a minute, wrung it out, and then put it around my neck and then dropped it in my bag. And I was like, oh, that's so much better. So I forgot what you call these. Again, I will list it. I will list what this is, but I cannot remember off the top of my head because she bought it for me. What? It's a cooling towel, but I don't even understand the logo. They got to make better logos, okay? Because this ain't making no damn sense. So you need a cooling towel. And if you have clients, when you have actors, they too are hot. Like the reason why I have two fans is because one is for me, one is for the actor or actors. You see what I'm saying? So one would be for me, one would be for an actor. You get it? Anything to keep them cool. White people tend to turn very, very red, beet red. Because that's just the way their body responds to heat or anxiety or whatever. They can turn red, and trying to keep them cool is very important because you're in the middle of a scene and they just get hot. People get hot. I get hot. I don't turn red, but I get hot. So it's important to try to keep your clients as cool as possible. So this is something that I wear, that I have worn a couple of times. Thank you, Olga. So Olga was so sweet to get me this. I've been talking about getting a cooling cloth for like 5,000 years. And I never did. And she got me one. She got me two. And I was so appreciative. So the black one I normally put in my hair. Okay, next. This is not the color I would suggest. And yes, I know I'm indoors. Who cares? But, I do care because I cannot get it open. You should always have an umbrella. Okay? So you see here's the sun beating down on your person. And now it's gone. Do you see that? So what's going to happen is you make them. So let's say that the client's here. You say, hold this for me, and you put it over them. So you two are, first of all, I have a bigger umbrella. I just pulled this out of the closet for you. But normally it's one of those golf size umbrellas. You understand? It's a big umbrella that I normally have. But if this is all you have, then you're going to have her. I'll do it this way. It's easier. You have her, you make her hold this, and then she's holding this and your hands are free. And then you get to do whatever, and you get to keep her and technically you out of the sun. And normally what I do is I will have, depending on how many people are on set, not on set like the crew, but how many actors I'm dealing with, or talent, I should say I'm dealing with, I'll have one for me. And they're all normally black, by the way. You don't use a red one, but I would have, you use a white and or red. White or black. Nothing with color, because if you're really trying to do something colorful, you can't see it under this kind of umbrella. It will cancel out your colors. So it's either a black umbrella or a white umbrella. Do not do a clear umbrella, because you will sweat like a pig under that clear umbrella. So you need a white umbrella or a black umbrella. But again, my umbrellas are golf size umbrellas. So those are like, they come out to about, you can't even see my arms. That's how big they come out. And they protect two people. Have an umbrella handy. And by the way, the golf umbrellas now, they come compact. So you don't have to carry around this big, I don't know how long they are. I think they're like over 2 feet tall. And so now they kind of come compact. And then when you open it, it goes boom, 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 it goes out. So get yourself umbrellas. You're going to say, DeShawn, you're going to say it in your head. I know it. I could hear you. You're going to say, DeShawn, thank you for that umbrella. It saved my life. Trust and believe. And it will keep the sun off of her. So if you have a person, all of us are going to tan. I got a tan on my head. We all will tan. And if it's important, we don't know how fast people tan. Some people can tan super fast, right? Which means now you're trying to play catch up with a tan. Even if you're wearing sunscreen, people will tan. So to keep them out of the sun as much as possible. That is why these umbrellas are so important. It got nothing to do with rain. It's keeping your person out of the sun. Also cuts down the heat that is coming on them. So it's really all about them, but it's really all about us, because they have one and you have one. Every now and then what I'll do is, like, say I'll have golf size ones for me and the talent, and then I'll pack a couple of extra just in case the crew might need one. That's just something I do for the crew. And then hold up. Oh my God, wait, this is heavy. Come here, bag. Come here. Okay, let me move this. And then, what else you might want to do? This is a very big one, but I have a backpack as well. So I have that clear bag. I'll have a backpack on me sometimes I don't. I don't always take this with me when I'm like, if they say to me, oh, D, we got to go to this location, depending on what it is, what type of location is, then I will strap the backpack on and then have another bag. So the backpack is really this is where I keep my fans. So my fans will go inside of this bag. And also, these are my, I have two of these somewhere. I don't see it. So I have two. So I have two of these. This is a home, I made, this is DeShawn's oil, hair oil. And I make a hair oil for myself out of peppermint, because when I'm in the garden, in my home garden, it keeps the bugs away. So peppermint keeps bugs away, okay? And then when I was going to set, I said, oh, I should go get my peppermint spray that I use in the garden to keep the bugs off me, and I'll bring it to set. Well, day 2, the crew, I don't know how many of us we were out there. The crew was out there. Oh God, I think I want to say 10 of us were standing out there filming. And they had off spray, offs. And I was like, yeah, I don't want that on me. Like, I don't like off spray. So when I spray myself with peppermint spray, my mixture of peppermint spray, the bugs do not really come at me because they don't like peppermint. And so I was spraying myself throughout the day with this, and everybody out there was like this. And I was just like, and they were like, what's the deal? Why is she not bothered by him? And I'm like, because I spray myself with peppermint spray. And so then the crew was like, can we get some of your peppermint spray? And I said, of course. So I ran around spraying everybody down with peppermint spray, and you take it and you rub it on. It's peppermint, so it's not like it's a lethal thing. You spray it on, you spray it in your clothes, you can spray it in your hair, you can do whatever the hell you want with it. And so this is my go-to bug spray that I had to make every day because the crew kept asking me for bug spray. And so yeah, so all it is just peppermint oil and water, and you just shake it up and you use it. That's it. That's it. So that was my bug spray, but I also have a bug spray bottle just like this. Well, this is it. And then I have another one just full of water, just pure water, which, oh, here it is. So these two, so you see, I can spray this one in the house. So these two, that's how the peppermint spray sprays. So these two have been like invaluable to me because it was so hot. And then all you do with this spray, and I'm jumping the gun. All you do with this spray is go to craft services, get a bottle of water, especially a nice cold bottle of water, pour it in here. And when you spray, they get cool. There's like a mist. So now my clients have, not only do they have a cool breeze coming at them, they also have a fan fanning them. So that's keeping them cool. And then they can have some bug spray to keep the bugs away from them. But really, this was just me personally, and I was spraying it in my fur and stuff because I didn't want to get bit up. So very, very important that you have water bottle. And I know a lot of people have like the old fashioned ones that go, spray, spray, spray. But this one worked out really well to get somebody highly saturated and wet. I had to wet down girls for days because it was supposed to take place in the rain. So this worked very well. Excuse me. I see a question. Let me see. Jennifer Mitchell. Hi, Jennifer Mitchell. She goes, hey, DeShawn, those fans are amazing. Had a client this weekend going through, menopause. What products do you recommend to keep the sweat at bay? Exactly what you just said, what I just said, the fans, any type of cooling, anything that we can keep her cool. Anything to keep her cool. The fans are very, very, very important. She will thank you. In fact, we had a pregnant woman on our set. She was amazing. She's so dope. I'm going to name her. Her name is Julian, but that's all I'm going to say. And every time she sat next to me, I was like, I'm taking the fan, I'm blowing it on her, just to keep her cool. So it's anything to keep them cool. Even this peppermint spray, when you spray it on people, first of all, it's a mixture of how can I explain? It's really like peppermint oil and water. And so I don't have a recipe. I guess I have to pay attention now if I'm telling you what I do. But normally I put water in here, and then I take the peppermint and I put it in here, and then I start to sniff. And as long as the peppermint is pretty strong, what will happen is that tells me that I have enough peppermint. It's by smell. I do it by smell. And so that's what you want. And then what I do for people who have what I have, because I'm hot. I'm always hot too. I take it and spray it in my hand, right? And I just go like this. And I go around their bodies, just like this. It smells like peppermint. Nobody's going to be mad. Except you have to watch eyes. Watch eyes. Okay, and then I put it on, and then what happens is with this and a fan on them, you get this mentholy coolness on their bodies, and it keeps them cooler. But again, when I do this, I make sure telling people, close your eye. It's menthol, remember. So anything here, sometimes I put it here on myself. You'll see, if I'm on set, you'll see me go, I'll rub it in my hair, all of these things. To keep me cool is what I do, because I am a sweater. I have been a sweater my whole mother effing life. I'm a sweater. It's what I do. And trying to keep the sweat under control is hard for me. And so I've learned how to try to get any type of anything to cool me down. So that towel I showed you that I don't know. Oh, yes, on the floor. That green cooling towel. Get her a cooling towel. Like get a black one or a white one that's elegant. You know what I mean? Don't get green. And then take that and put it in like cold water for her. Wring it out really well. And then just wrap it around her. Wrap it around her chest. She will love you. I'm telling you, she will love you. So if you arm her with a fan, you have menthol her, you have wrapped her with this thing. She's going to say, oh my God, she's going to call you every time she wants to go out. That's what you do. The little weird things like that we just don't think of, you know, because a lot of people, like my boyfriend, he doesn't sweat. I could just kill him. He doesn't sweat. It drives me crazy. He's all Mr. Calm and cool. And I'm like drenched, you know, and I had to figure out ways to keep the sweat down. So those are and the umbrella, depending on if she's outside. All of what I just said is what you need to do. That's what you need. We're trying to keep her as cool as possible. Okay. Lux, I arrived late on the live, but I was wondering, what would you advise to makeup artists who don't have a car to pack some of these items? Honey, I am an idiot who does not have a car either. I don't have a car. I have never had a car. Now, full disclosure, I say that to say I don't drive. But the boyfriend drives. So yes, if I have to go somewhere, we have to be up and out of here at 5 o'clock in the morning. So this live is going to be short, but he will drive me. But to be honest, there are many, 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 many years, for well over a decade, that I did not have that. So I had taken everything and put it on a small trolley with me, and taken it with me. That's one of the reasons why I like backpacks. So you will literally see me with this backpack on. So this will be on me, on my back. You will see me with this, hold on. You will see me with backpack on my back, and you will see me with maybe this bag in my hand, and in one hand, you will see me with a suitcase in the other hand. So we people who don't have a car, we have to do what we have to do. There's a video, I can't remember. I made it like 6 years ago now, 6 or 7 years ago, on my kit, how I wrapped up this chair. I know you guys can't see, but it's a heavy wooden chair I used to carry along with the backpack, along with this, and along with the suitcase and something else that I literally had to strap to a rolly thing in New York City. So that meant that I had to do 2 trips per steps to go up and down the steps. So I do half suitcase and set bag and whatever else in one, come down the steps, and then go back up the steps to get the chair. And my table, chair and table in another, and then whatever. So I do 2 trips. That's what we have to do. If we don't have it, we don't have it. And it sucks. Yes, it sucks. It sucks, but that's what I had to do. And if that's what we have to do, is what we have to do. But there was no shame in my game. I didn't care. As a New Yorker, I don't know if you're a New Yorker, people move whole homes on the subway. So that's what the subway's for, okay? Subway's for people who don't have a car, okay? So there's no shame in my game, none whatsoever, about, sorry, it's hot in here, about me doing that. So you understand, I have had to carry everything on my back and trudge it through the subway and pray the escalator was working or pray the elevator was working. And when it didn't, then I had to go up and down the steps. Sorry. I know it sucks, but it's what we have to do. Celeste Moore. Hi, beautiful. Hi, Celeste Moore. Thank you for loving my glasses. Thank you, Celeste Moore. Jennifer Mitchell. Amazing. Thank you, DeShawn. You're so welcome. Oh, wait a minute. I bought the Burton suitcase you recommended a couple of years ago. Actually, I think I just told you that a lot of people had it. I don't even have that suitcase. I have crap. I don't remember the name of it. It's a typical suitcase, though. I think it just broke on me because we can't seem to get the handle to go down. But yeah, I don't remember. But it's one of those outbacky kind of things. I don't tend to buy what everybody else buys because as a New Yorker, I feel I feel like a target. Like, oh, that's a makeup artist. She must have $10,000 worth of makeup in a kit. You know what I mean? Like that's just my paranoia. You know that song, Paranoia About Destroyer. You know, like that's how I feel about it. So I don't like to have. I like to myself to be different only because I'm just paranoid about being mugged. I don't want to be mugged. So what else can I show you guys? So don't forget this cute little baby. And I'm sorry, I don't have any of my chargers here. They're in my suitcase. But I have this. Yeah, I don't have it. I took it out of this room. I have the cutest little what would you call it? I guess it's like what do you call it? Like an outlet, like an extension. What do you call them when it's on a strip? You know, the thing that's on. Come on, y'all, help me. I've been in the sun for 4 days. I'm tired. It's a strip. What do you call the strip? And you plug all the stuff in. Come on, people, help me. Help me. And you're plugging your electrics in. What do you call it? It's a strip. Come on, help me. Come on, y'all can help me. Thank you. You were coming with the stuff tonight, sweetie. Thank you for saving my ass every time I ask a question. Yes, thank you. God help me, Lord help me. Power cord. God bless you. Okay, so I have the dopest power cord. I don't have it here, and I don't even think I can even show you. So basically, it is square. It's not a strip, but it's square, and you can plug in like 4 things into it. In fact, the crew was using it. Sean, can I borrow it? I was like, yeah. So what it is it's a square. I'll link that as well with an affiliate code. Please use the affiliate codes, people, because Amazon is like, yo, biatch. There's no activity. So when I post these things, please use the affiliate code. I would appreciate it. But moving back, so it's a square and it has power plugs in it, but then it also has the charging in it. The USB charging stuff. So what happens is I just have nice long charging cords, and I put those 4 in there so I can charge these two fans. I could charge my phone, and I was charging something else. And then when I needed to do something else, let's say I didn't have. I had a charger, but I had the plug-in charger. I could plug that in. So it really works and is compact. And it's not it's you know how the other ones are kind of wide and long. This one is short, and it worked perfectly. I love them. In fact, I'm gonna get more. I have one in my kitchen, but that I can't move that one. And this one I bought for something else in my house. And now it's permanently in my kit. It worked out so well that I never want to leave home without it now. And I promise I will post all that stuff for preview this week on the board so you guys get to see what I'm talking about. Yes, but the power bar and the power cord. Thank you, Celestimo. And how do we say this? Is it Bibai? Is it Bibai Nova? Is that how it goes? Bibai Nova. I love it. So so I mean, if you guys have any questions about certain things, please ask me. This is how I know you're like. In fact, I have to go now and finishing up my regular bag. This is how I can't even see it. But this is how I know it says you can't really see it because it says embryo lease in white. But this is how I pack items in my regular kit. They're repackaged in I can't remember what is this, an ounce or 2. Now I don't remember, but I repack them in this. You will see a kit bag soon, the way I pack my kit soon. And it's hard for you to see it. It's hard for you to see it because it's all white. I think it's hard. Yeah, it's hard. Anyway, they're labeled embryo lease with an E at the top. So when I'm looking in my bag, all I have to do is look for letters on the very tip top, and I know exactly what it is. I pull it and I take it. My stuff is packaged like this instead of the original packaging because it was just getting too lumpty dumpty for me in my bag. And I was able to carry even more than normal. And this little bit I think I can work on, I don't know, I don't know, 20 people, 25, 30 people in this little tiny thing. So think about that when you know, well, how small can you repackage your things? Think about repackaging your things. I mean, do you guys have it? Oh, and then I carry this, which is a pain in the arse, to be honest. I hate these things, but this is also came out of my actual kit. These, I know everybody has them. You can't see the writing now. This is black writing. There you go. So there's black writing. This poor thing has been through hell. But the problem I've always had with these is that sometimes it's hard to, sometimes when you want, let's say I want this one here and I try to turn it to get it open, it doesn't want to open, it opens another one. And that's the thing that bugs me about them. But they do work. The stackables, they do work. It's hard for me to describe. I mean, it's hard for you to see what's in here. But I have, let's see if you can see that at least. Let's bend it down, bend it down, bend it down. There. So what this is right here, just on the bottom, these are just my two little correctors I've been using since I started. And let's see if I can just get the one to open. That's the only reason why I don't like these stackables, is because I had to get the actor on set. I said, can you please open it if I can't open it? Here we go. So these are just two correctors I've used since forever. And all I do is just scoop it out. And it's half of a, oh, wait, do I have it? Oh, here it is. So it's this. This is Joe Blascow. Joe Blascow, blue, just says blue neutralizer. It didn't say blue one, blue nothing. It says blue neutralizer. And then I have Joe Blascow red neutralizer. This is all I have used in my kit for years and years and years and years. I'm talking decades, not even years. Let's be truthful. And then since I created inclusion, I tend to use for other things. Wait, let me close it back. I tend to use inclusions. This is a hot mess, okay? Yeah, this is a hot mess because I tend to use the, I can't do it right today. I tend to use these two at the end as correctors when I don't have this handy, which would be what color would that be? I know one is butterscotch and the other one is burnt orange. And then any of the colors like buttermilk, sunlit linen are really good for redness as well. But to be honest, there are times that something is just so super, 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 super strong that I reach for Joe Blascow. Like the young lady, she just kept breaking out on her chest. Like she was nervous, or maybe she was hot. I'm not sure what it was, but she would just have these red spots. You know what I mean? Like almost like a hive thing or something. And she was just very red in the face. And so to calm it down quickly without me even thinking about, oh, what color, I just pull out the Joe Blascow red neutralizer and you go, boop, 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 and it's gone. It's very good for like when you have people who might break out in rash right in front of your eyes. A lot of times I deal with corporate people, and a lot of them are not used to speaking either on video or live, and they'll get nervous and they'll break out. I don't know if they're hives. I have to look it up because I know what it is. It's just my brain is not working. And then they break out in redness, sometimes all over the chest, sometimes on the side of the face. And you didn't see it when it first started, but then it's like, whoa. Then you just run to your Joe Blascow red neutralizer and you take a tink. It's a tink, people. It's a tink. I can't tell you how much. It's just a goddamn on tink. Do not go in there and go crazy. That's why these things are $20. They will last you for years. Okay, it's a tink of it, and then you go and you just take a brush and you just brush it on as quickly as you can, and it will go away. They will look normal to the crowd. It's amazing. So I'm a Joe Blascow girl. If I could, yeah, I love Joe Blascow. I grew up on Joe Blascow. It was in my kit when I was in school. When I was in makeup school in 2000. Yeah, 2000 I was in makeup school. Yeah. So that's how long, 22 years I've been using Joe Blasco. 22 years I've been using Joe Blasco. You have to pry it out of my dead cold hands. It will never leave this kit, no matter how much I love Graftovian. You can have more than one love. It's like Sex in the City. You can have more than one love. Okay. Celeste Moore says, I depotted my kit into 0.5 ounce airtight bottles, and I carry mostly everything in my lippy book, but I'm also mostly doing airbrush. Oh, okay, airbrush. Yeah, those are cool. Yeah, I can see why you would do that. I couldn't do that. Yeah, I couldn't do it because I'm a cream person. My world is creams, so it's harder to do those little things. And also 0.5 is a half an 0.5 is a half an ounce. And I think at one point I had done, like, for me personally, if it works for you, go, honey. But for me personally, I felt that then I felt like I was filling it up too much. Like, oh God, every day I gotta go back and fill up. You know what I mean? And I'm too lazy for that. She's too lazy. I don't want to fill it up every 5 seconds. So I thought these were an ounce. I thought this was an ounce. It might be 2. So what I'm gonna do, I got these off of Amazon. These are fantastic. They have this amazing, you hear that latch? Oh, sorry, look, it flew on me. listen, your girl was in a hurry to get off the set. Okay, as soon as they said wrap, I was like, I'm out. So that means I have to go now and clean all this shite up because I didn't take the time to do it when I was there. So, but you hear, like, see, this is my fault. This is not the bottle's fault. This is DeShawn's fault. So hold up. I can admit when I have screwed up. Okay. So normally, yeah, this is my fault. I literally ran out of it like a bat out of One day I'll tell you the story. I'm not going to tell it now. I will tell you. It was a great set. The people were lovely. It had nothing to do with the people, nothing at all. But I will explain later why she ran out of there like a bat out of hell. So wait, let me put my embryolisse all over my arm so you guys get the feeling of the clickness of these bottles. So again, there. So it clicks close. And it's like nothing, you could squeeze the hell out of it and nothing comes out. And it's taking me years to find good bottles. So she loves these little bottles. And I got those off of Amazon. Stackables. Yes, already. But I mean, yeah, it was kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest. The stackables are kind of a pain in the ass. Like, they work to a certain degree. Like they really are good for me when I'm working in film because they're sturdy and they are tiny. They take up so much little room, but then you can hold all of this stuff in it. And that's why I kind of like them. Oh, here it is. And that's why I kind of like them. But it's the screwing them off that's the problem. And so right here, I know you guys can't see. This is rosebud salve. Instead of carrying around the can, this is rosebud salve. This is a lip scrub. So when people are crusty, so this is a lip scrub. This is eye ointment. I think this is like for puffy eyes or something like that. Face oil, because I don't believe in a lot of face oil, but if somebody's super dry, then I have a little tiny, and you can tell I don't even use it because I still use Embryolisse for 99.9 of everything, but I have a little face oil. I have a little Neosporin for people who might cut themselves. Again, I haven't used it. And then I have my correctors and everything's labeled. Now, what happened was the other day was this color right here was a young lady's lip color. It was like actually her lip color. So I said, okay, what I did was I just took the top off of the rosebud salve and just stuck them all together because these two ones are separate. And then that's it. And it really worked out well. But again, there was a time that I was having a hard time getting just to the corrector part where I kept saying, I can't get it off. I can't get it off. So that's my issue with this. I wish the stackables were made of better plastic. Well, honestly, I mean, I can't say, I don't know. For me personally, because I've had these stackables, I've had I feel like since I started, again, 20 some odd years ago, these I've had for 20 some odd years. Yeah. So I haven't had a problem with them breaking on me. My only problem is getting them to separate. That's been my problem. But yeah, most of my collection of stuff, with the exception of bottles and some other stuff, I've had since I started. Because once I started, and you find things that have worked for you when you're a student, and you keep going, and then you go, oh, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. You just keep going, that kind of thing. So it has worked for me a great deal. So I'm a creature of habit. I don't tend to switch out too much. And then one more note about this quick spray that I made. See, I feel so cool right now. I wish I could explain to you how cooling this feels on my skin. So again, remember, it's like normally it's water and then pour the stuff in until you smell peppermint. And then you could spray it in your hand, sniff it, and put it on your body, see if it cools, that kind of thing. But the one thing I keep saying to everybody who wanted to borrow my peppermint, which was fine, you always have to have wet. I don't think they're here. They're probably in my kit. Like I said, I ran out of there like a bat out of hell. But you always have to have wet naps, because I want you to wipe your hands down well, because what will happen is you'll forget that you have peppermint oil on your hands, and you'll do something like this, and then you're gonna go. That's the only thing. So everybody who used it, they said, can I borrow it? I said, yes, but you must take the wet naps with you, and you must clean your hands. And they all understood me, and they all did exactly what I said. So if I do it to you, let's say, you will see me constantly wiping my hands to make sure that there's no peppermint on my hands and there's no peppermint on anybody else's hands. Okay, that's the only trick to it, is you just have to be careful of the peppermint. You have to be careful, and then you have to, if you spray it, just tell them to keep their eyes closed until it dissipates. Right? Just keep your eyes closed and I do this with people. I take the fan or whatever. Just keep your eyes closed till it dissipates, because it's menthol. It's going to go. Whoo. It also clears the sinuses too. That's what somebody said. I put some right here, DeShawn. It worked perfectly. I was like, as long as it's working for you, sweet, I don't care. So that's a little bit of set life. I have more, but that's it. I can't stay on here much longer because your girl's got to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. But I just wanted to come on and share some tips for outdoor survival. Remember, while everybody was swatting at mosquitoes, your girl was like this. That's what it was. Okay. The only problem with the peppermint is the weirdest thing about the peppermint is it's all over me. It's all over me, right? Except that I don't put it right in this perimeter. I just don't put it here. And that's where the bugs wanted to go. They wanted to come right here at me. They were like, how can I get past the peppermint? So some of them would like try to get me in here, but I was like, you can't get me, biatch. I got you. And also outdoors. So also the peppermint spray is really good. So I don't know if you saw the pictures I posted on, I don't know, Facebook or whatever I posted. I take it and also spray the perimeter around me. So it's like it's a repellent. So I take it and spray the ground, and you'll see me go, pss, pss, I'm spraying the ground. I spray my boots, no ticks. There's no ticks on me. I spray my boots, I spray my pant leg, and I spray it, I saturate it. And I spray the ground around me. I spray my table. So this is what I'm saying. It goes, this little bottle, I don't know how much ounces is in here, but these little things go a very long way. And so does the spray, because it's a fine mist. It's not like the old fashioned sprays, which is like a stream. No, it's a fine mist. So it spreads. So I was quite comfortable. I got bit a couple times because I forgot. I was like, I got too comfortable. And then I was like, oh, I don't need to do that no more. I'm tired of peppermint spray. And then all of a sudden I was like, ow, oh, I got bit. Damn it, I got to put the peppermint spray on. So I got bit because I got lazy, not because of the peppermint spray. So that is my thing to you guys. And I got to go. I just wanted to come on and say hi and share some stuff with you, and I will have probably more stuff to share with you But your girl's got to get up in a couple hours. And I will see you guys next Monday. If you have questions though beforehand, throw them in the community board. Maybe I'll come back on like on a Wednesday or Thursday or something like that. Why not? Why not? You never know when this black girl's gonna show up. Anyway, peeps, she got to go. She got to reset her bag. I'll see you next week for sure. Thank you for coming, everybody. I appreciate you. Have a good night.